From our questionnaire that we distributed to students around the school and to our friends and family, we discovered what type of audience we need to target, what the audience want to see in an opening, and what they like or dislike. We know our results are representative of all teenagers since there was no gender bias for the people that took part in our survey. Our audience consists of students aged between 15 and 19, so we decided to give our film an age rating of 15 plus. Part of the reason we chose this age rating was because there are distressing images and some scenes of graphic violence in our opening. Our film has been targeted to youngsters so we can use ideas that teenagers enjoy to present our story. This was easier to do since we are in that age category, and so our ideas can also be representative of our target population. From one of our questions we gathered that the audience want the lead roles to consist of a female and a male. From our results, there was an overall vote for having the couple both being as dominant as each other, and so we conveyed this in our film opening.
Yes, well, we didn't know how to use one.
It's not my fault, the north keeps changing.
So we decided to have one male and one female protagonist, since both the male and female audience can relate equally as much to the couple. Since our audience are teenagers, and around half of them picked horror to be their favorite genre, we planned to create a horror movie. This horror movie would include some formulaic horror themes and ideas, since teenagers like them, for example jump scares.
Oh my god!
What is it?
This shows that teens enjoy the thrill you get from watching horror films. We included a question which asks our audience if they have seen any of the following movies: The Forest, Blair Witch, Cabin in the Woods, Hush, and Blood Forest. Over 30% had seen 4 out of the 5 films, and around 70% had seen the movie Hush. Another question we had was a rating out of 5 of how much they enjoyed watching these films. Over 75% scored this as a 4 or 5. This shows that the majority of the audience like watching these films. For the setting, our results showed us the most popular and preferred location our audience wants the movie to be set in. This helped us decide that we would shoot in a forest. A benefit of using a forest is that we can get a lot of ambient sound that may help produce fear for the forest. We wanted to attract fans of horror that enjoy Blumhouse movies such as Hush. The participants who did the questionnaire selected movies they've seen, and so we picked out the best shots, angles, and ideas that each film have used so we can tweak and incorporate them into our film opening. However, we didn't want to be too cliche, so we tried not to make the story too similar to others. We picked the forest to be our setting since it would attract the audience more. We also went through the trouble to explore different woods to find trees that fit our genre. A forest also relates to isolation, and so presenting this idea would attract our audience more, as most horror movies present this theme throughout their films.
Wanna play hide and clap?
Now, as our audience enjoy horror, we used a prop to make the film more creepy. This was inspired from the film Blair Witch. We also used a time-lapse inspired from this movie to make it even spookier. Finally, we presented a cliffhanger because the majority said that they liked that trait in an opening. This attracts our audience as it makes them wonder about what is going to happen next. Our cliffhanger may bring up questions like, how was the murderer still alive after being hanged? Or why is he killing them?